This case involves what are just horrific facts. We know that we had a young lady move down here like young people do to start her life, Miss Nicole Austin, and that's a name that I want you to remember because that is the important name. She was 24 years old at the time of her death. When they found her body, it was cut. They found 13 pieces of her body, but they were not able to identify her. And the reason that they were not able to identify her is because until this day, we still have not been able to find her hands, her feet, or her head.
Imagine discovering your girlfriend has been dead for nearly 2 decades, yet someone has been living in her name. The life she never got to live, stolen piece by piece by someone you thought you knew. Tonight, we take you deep into the chilling mystery of Nicole Alston, a young woman whose life ended violently in 2007, but whose name lived on in the hands of a stranger. This is not just a murder story. This is a story of identity theft, deception, and betrayal that lasted nearly 20 years. Nicole Austin was born in 1985 in a quiet neighborhood where everyone knew each other's names. She was the kind of girl who lit up every room, her laughter contagious, her dreams big. Teachers called her a natural leader. Friends called her loyal. Her mother, Carolyn, called her my sunshine. In the summer of 2003, she walked across her high school graduation stage, cap, gown, beaming smile. She talked about becoming a nurse. She wanted to help people, to make her mark on the world. But fate had other plans. It was January 2007. Police in Newark, New Jersey, responded to a tip about a strange odor coming from an abandoned lot. What they found was straight out of a nightmare. Dismembered human remains, wrapped in plastic, hidden behind a collapsed fence. Pause for effect. There was no ID, no wallet, no phone, just a body broken into pieces and a city left shaken. For months, detectives worked around the clock. Dental records were checked. Fingerprints were scanned. DNA was tested. But in 2007, the technology wasn't what it is today. Samples degraded. Databases lacked matches. The victim became known only as Jane Doe number 23. The case went cold. And for 16 years, Nicole Austin remained lost, buried under the label of an unidentified corpse. Around the same time, in another part of the city, a woman named Angel Thompson appeared. No one knew much about her past, and she liked it that way. She was charming but guarded. She never spoke about family, but she always seemed to have money, benefits, and a name, Nicole Austin. Angel wasn't just borrowing Nicole's name. She became her, opening bank accounts, collecting government benefits, even posting photos online as if she were the real Nicole. Friends of the new Nicole believed she had a troubled past but was turning her life around. The truth was far darker.
She was already on dating websites looking for new people to communicate with. And then, like you said, the month after, she's already trying to rent the room. She's already trying to sell the car that they moved down here with. But then to continue to open email accounts, to continue to open bank accounts in the victim's name, to continue communication with SSI and HUD housing to receive those benefits. It's astounding that she was able to do what she did for how long she did it. I've never seen something so calculated and so meticulous before, but she did it very well, and I believe did it alone, which is why it took so long to get where we are today.
In 2023, a federal grant funded a new DNA retesting initiative. Old cold case evidence was given a second look, and Nicole's degraded samples were run through modern systems. The match was instant. The remains from 2007 were identified as Nicole Alston. But that raised a terrifying question: who had been living under her name for 16 years? In January 2025, detectives knocked on Angel Thompson's door. She answered in a robe, coffee in hand, as if nothing were wrong. But within minutes, she was in handcuffs, charged with identity theft, fraud, and linked to the 2007 murder.
She didn't deserve this. And I wish I never let her come to Georgia. Ask a question, because I'm not going to hold up well with regular stuff.
Just for those who never had a chance to meet her, for those who never got to know her.
Nicole was bubbly. She had a smile that was infectious. Yeah, Beyonce, her favorite cartoon character was Tweety. She would make these... Yes, she was an artist. Nicole had some learning disabilities that I say to her artisticness, which possibly led to her being victimized in this way. She kind of depended on people for help. She had dyslexia. And so her needing people that she trusted would have been paramount. So her coming to Georgia was brought on by this person.
For Nicole's mother, Carolyn, the news was both relief and devastation. Relief that her daughter's body had finally been found. Devastation that someone had worn her name like a mask for nearly 2 decades. Investigators are now digging deeper. Was Angel connected to a larger trafficking network? Did she know Nicole before her death? And why choose Nicole's identity out of all the names in the world? Nicole Austin's story reminds us that every life deserves a name and every truth deserves to be told. Like this video if you believe in justice for Nicole, and subscribe for more true crime stories that will leave you questioning everything.